Hi, my name is Amanda Bond. I practice now as a forest therapy guide. I'm an ecotherapist, eco-psychologist. That is, someone that's really keen to learn about the way that forest systems work together and that work with other ecosystems, and how the life within the forest works together, relates to each other, and how we relate to the forest. And my journey in personal healing from chronic illness has been through spending time in different landscapes, but mostly wilder ones in England, on the moors in southwest England of Dartmoor, and where I am right now on Bodmin moor in Cornwall. And so this place has significance for me. So that is part of this process and journey of becoming human, of becoming and remembering that we're part of the forest. It feels like coming home to my roots. So this work is something that I feel passionate about sharing with others. And for those who live in much more urban environments particularly, and even those that live out in rural, wilder environments, that don't have that kind of time or ease in relating to other ways of being. And this is a way of being rather than doing. Chronic illness has enabled that journey for me to slow down, forced me to slow down after a long time of really high stress and difficult life events. Brought me back to a greater sense of self, and gradually how I relate to the natural world. And the natural world relates with me. I was invited to Cabilla, the land that we are standing on. It's farmland, or it has been farmed over the years. It's ancient oak woodland, so it's native to this area. It's temperate rainforest. So this is one of the rarest bioregions left in England and the whole of the British Isles. So the trees are 300 to 400 years old. They grow in a particular manner, and that gnarly and twisted because of the conditions, the environmental conditions. It's really subject to high winds, as you can probably hear. It's a rainforest. It's raining now. We've arrived out of sunshine in the last couple of days to come into this forest, and it's raining. And it feels perfect that it's raining. To be here and experience the forest as it's formed, as it's grown this way because of these weather conditions. And obviously climate's changing. These oak trees are usually covered in what is called old man's beard, moss, usnea. And because of the dryness of this summer, it's only just beginning to grow back on the limbs of the trees. But it's great to see it here again. This is one of the features that I know especially of this kind of woodland. I've spent time on Dartmoor in Devon, so the next county over, where there is again 3 little pockets of these woodlands. And this moss is a spectacular feature that it gives life and energy somehow. Just now I noticed what looked like a little creature looking through the branches, and it's a natural form, but it looks like a creature. It has an energy, it has a character, and I'm feeling myself smiling as I'm talking about it, because it's a real joy I'm feeling at being here. I didn't know what to expect. It's taken me 18 months to get here. Been several attempts before to come to this forest, this very, very special forest. Something that many people will never experience. And I feel really, really lucky and grateful to come here, spend time here, and share it with you all. So looking around me right now, I'm on the edge of a cliff top, really. It's looking down across the valley to a more ordinary woodland across the other side of the valley. So a much younger woodland that has more of a variety of trees, and whereas this forest this woodland is more like a primal forest, and it resonates with my heart. So my heart feels the earliest possible kind of experience of the world here. I say that because my history as a therapist, as a craniosacral therapist, when we talk about the evolvement of us as human beings, our hearts are one of the first parts of the body to form. So that's the first and the earliest engagement with what is outside of ourselves is through the heart. And so I'm feeling like the breath around me, the wind, is connecting me with the heartbeat of this forest. And I would really love it if you all, and whoever listens to this recording, would go out and seek forests like this, wherever you are in the world. There are forests everywhere, but they are becoming more and more hard to find, and they need to be protected. The value of these forests is priceless. I know that in the ordinary world, everything seems to need to have some kind of figure put on it as a value. You can't do that in these forests. But you have to feel that. And that's why I think it's so important to share this kind of place. Just feeling the different textures around me, seeing the different colours, the different shapes, the patterns. Forests to me are places where we meet and encounter the unknown. We meet light and darkness. So we meet joy, all sorts of emotions, but we also might get frightened. We might feel fearful of where we step, what's hidden in the undergrowth, what's behind that stone, what's behind that tree. But at the same time, I think the more that we can appreciate and relate to these places, we might lose that fear and just gain a sense of respect and trust that we actually can reconnect with the way we used to live in these forests.